What's up, guys, and welcome to Functional Friday. Today, I'm going to talk about something that I think I have to talk about, which is that everyone needs to know where this belongs in their chain. And I don't just mean the bog, I mean any octave pedal, because I've noticed that a lot of people don't know. And there really is only one place for this, no matter what anyone tells you, and I will give you examples of why. But before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and here we go. Now, before we get into it, I think it's very crucial that everyone understand what a pedal like this is doing, or a pedal like this is doing, or a pedal like the triplegraph is doing when it's doing what it does. And that is, it is taking what's coming in, whatever information is coming in, and measuring out that frequency or those frequencies, and then multiplying them or dividing them. And so it's a computer trying to take something that's analog, turn it into digital. So it's taking something that's a waveform, turn it into ones and zeros, compute that, change that, then put it back into a waveform, analog, so that you can hear it. Now, here's where things get tricky. When it's at the beginning of your chain, information is fairly simple. You've got strings and they're making notes. When it's at the end of your chain, there's a lot more information being attached to those strings and those notes. You've got distortion, reverb, delay, modulation, which is a really tricky one. So if you're trying to take one note and shift it somewhere, or 6 notes and shift it somewhere, that's one thing. If you're trying to take a chorus, which has your one note and then an out of pitch note right next to it, and then shift those somewhere, you're asking a lot of your processor. So anyway, all I can do now is just give you examples of why I'm right, and here they are. So just so you have a reference point with no octave. That's what I've got going on right here. As far as an amp, what I'm using today is the Iridium by Strymon, and I'm just going direct. I've got the 1981 as my distortion. Oops, I forgot to put on my favorite drive, Fox. That's better. I've got some reverb coming from Daedalus, not from the Iridium, even though it has it. And I'm using a chorus. Which is Polaris. Now here we have an octave pedal before all of this stuff that's going on. Now here's what it sounds like after everything. Now, let me clarify what you're hearing, because I'm sure you're thinking, hey, I can hear the octaves cleaner. They make more sense. That's probably partially what you're thinking. But if you actually listen to that a little bit closer, there is a lot of clipping going on, and that's not clipping in my audio system, that's clipping in the octave pedal. And we've had this a lot recently, which is why I'm bringing this up. Octave pedals just can't do it. They can't take all of this information that you're giving them and try and compute it well. The octaves sound flubby. Maybe they sound more distinct because it's after everything, so all you're getting is octave signal. But it's gonna clip. You're gonna have chaos because you're trying to feed all of this extra information to this pedal that is already doing a lot. Also, listen to how much extra noise you're getting versus this. Yeah, that's right. If you have your octave pedal at the end of your chain, it's doubling and putting octaves on your 60 cycle hum. All of the noise that your pedals naturally make, because that B flat is really what's going on here. So just don't do it. Put it at the beginning of your chain where it's better, and be happy that that's where it belongs. Just like your guitar belongs at the beginning of your chain. You wouldn't put it after your amp because you wouldn't hear it on stage. It's the same thing. Right? There's a right way to do something and a wrong way. I know, I'm heated right now. Cool down, bro. All right. Anyway, that's your Functional Friday. I'll see you next Wednesday for Work Wednesday, where I talk about the PPP program. Just so you guys know about that, I have a video of that up here. You can check it out. I talk about the PPP round 2. There's a PPP round 3 coming out, which is the payment protection program. And I'm going to be talking about loan forgiveness next week. So stick around for that one because that's a crucial part of this step. Long story short, get a CPK or the tax guy. Get yourself a tax guy. If you're an independent contractor and you're taking out a small business loan, you need a tax guy. Don't try and do it yourself with TurboTax. There's a point in your life where you just have to say, I can't do this on my own. There's somebody who went to school for it and they should do it for me. Anyway, I'll see you next week.